It is Friday night, the best night of the week, and this is ARC Redzone, the place to be each and every football Friday. And I am fired up to have each and every single one of you joining us tonight. It's going to be a fun one, and we kick things off with an absolute bang. And it's arguably the biggest game of the year between Eastwood and Franklin. Both teams are absolutely rolling. Eastwood pulled away from a really good East Lake team last week. Oh yeah, and Franklin, they put up 84 points last week and almost 500 rushing yards. The stage is set. The energy is electric. Pole position in the District 1 6A standings are on the line. Friday nights in the Borderlands belong to high school football. Here we go! The visiting 5-1 Eastwood Troopers running out the tunnel first here in this one at Franklin Stadium. They'd be followed by the hometown 5-1 Franklin Cougars, who won this matchup a year ago. Opening drive for the Troopers, Kingston Jeffries finds a wide open Matthew Ramirez in the middle of the field. No Cougar gets near him, and the Troopers strike first, 7-0. Next Eastwood possession, Jeffries bobbles the snap, but he delivers a strike in the back of the end zone for another Trooper touchdown as the Troopers double their lead. That's Jordan Nava on the catch right there. Franklin looking to respond, and what do? They give it to the nation's second leading rusher, Ernie Powers, turning on the Jets, showing off the speed. He goes all the way to the house for touchdown at number 34 on the season, closing in on the single season record. Following drive, it's Jeffries rolling left. He's going to throw all the way back across the field to another wide open target. It's Ramirez again. Ramirez down the sideline, and he'll take it in for the Trooper touchdown. Make it 21-7. Head coach Julio Lopez putting on a scheme masterclass early on. Later in the quarter, Eastwood trying to pile on. It's Nathaniel Chavarria extending the Trooper lead once again. Still in the first half. Jeffries to pass, lofting it towards the end zone. How about Aiden Manhart going up and getting it like Randy Moss over the defender? The Troopers continue to punish the Cougar defense. They take home a dominant 49-26 victory. After the game, here's head coach Julio Lopez and quarterback Kingston Jeffries.
Yeah, we just play complimentary football. The guys are playing with a lot of confidence, man. So much credit goes to our staff and our kids in the week of prep. And obviously that's a great football team, and Ernie Powers is as special as it gets, but we just feel something special with this team, and you saw it tonight. Well, we get to enjoy this. Like I said last week, we get to enjoy this one, and we'll enjoy it for 24 hours. Then we got a big one at home against Pebble Hills. So again, in this district, you don't have a week to take off. We're going to enjoy it tonight, and then we'll get ready for the Spartans.
Oh, everything, man. All three phases. I mean, we only had, I think, one turnover. We forced turnovers, and we just kept scoring. And we stopped them. That's what helped us. It was a really big win.
An incredible performance from the Troopers, going to Franklin's house and making it their own. Eastwood moves to 6-1, and now you have to say it right now, they're the team to beat in that 6A thing. And how about Kingston Jeffries emerging as one of the biggest stars here in the Borderlands at quarterback? As for Franklin, though, a huge congratulations to Ernie Powers. The senior broke the El Paso single-season rushing touchdowns record tonight, passing America's alum Aaron Dumas's record of 36. An incredible achievement. Congrats, Ernie, one more time. He's done that in only 7 games. It's crazy to say, but 50 touchdowns this season is realistic, and I think he gets it done. So one more time, congratulations on etching your name in history. And coming up next, we got a whole slate of game action to get to across the Borderlands. So go refill that popcorn, grab another drink, because ARC Redzone will be right back. Friday night party here in the Borderlands. Last week, the Chapin Huskies pulled off the comeback and the upset of the season so far, taking down Del Valle 23-22. Now, that win bust District 1 5A2. That title is wide open, and tonight the Huskies look to build off that monumental victory. The Huskies entering this game at 3-3, taking on the 2-3 El Paso Tigers in another district game. Opening drive of the game, the Tigers make that, are forced to punt, and they'd send that one long for Devin Harris, who fields it off the bounce and heads towards the far side of the field. Harris turns the corner, and that's a big-time return, setting up the Huskies in great field position. And they'd cash in as Davion Singleton takes the direct step and barges into the end zone to give Chapin the early 7-0 lead. following drive, third down. Ledger Merritt keeps it himself. He'll pick up a first down, but the drive would end in a punt. Late in the first, Singleton looking deep down the field. He'll take a downfield shot for Corwin Martin, and the junior makes the catch around the 35, a gain of 41. A couple plays later, the handoff to Fabian Ortiz. Ortiz bounces it to the outside, breaks a tackle, and he is gone for the touchdown. Chapin doubles their lead, and they run away with this one. 56-0, the final score, and they win their third straight. To Hanks now, where the Del Valle Conquistadors were keen to bounce back from that loss to Chapin, and they'd be taking on the Hanks Knights. First quarter, Del Valle with it. Jake Fetty keeps it on the option. Fetty cuts upfield, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to shrug off a defender as he takes it in for the Conquistador touchdown. The Arizona State commit showing off why he's one of the best in the whole country. Second quarter, Del Valle back with it. It's Fetty to pass, looking deep. He's going to launch it down the sideline for Josiah Nunez, who makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Nunez dragging a defender, and he'll finally be stopped around the 5-yard line. And that would set up first and goal. Fetty out of the shotgun, keeps himself on the option. He'll shrug off a tackler and dart into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the night, and he doubles Del Valle's lead. It's 14-zip. Later in the second quarter, Del Valle looking to continue to pile on to that early lead. Fetty sets up a screen to Ivan Lopez. Lopez breaks one tackle, make it two. He's got green grass in front of him. Lopez to the house, and he is in for the Del Valle touchdown. The Conquistadors bounce back and get a 49-14 victory on the road. To the sack now, where the El Dorado Aztecs faced off against the Parkland Matadors. After a Matador touchdown, they're going to send that one deep for Jadarius Sanders. The New Mexico State commit is going to try and do something here. Little hesitation move, breaks a couple of ankles. Jadarius Sanders breaking a tackle. He's going down the sideline. One man to beat. There he goes, striding that one all the way out. He'll take this for the Aztec touchdown. And how about the crowd loving that one? Parkland now with it. It's Jesse Molina looking to pass. Can't find anyone. He's going to take off. Jesse Molina inside the 10 and into the end zone for the El Matador touchdown. El Dorado's Ryan Estrada now on the handoff. What's he going to do? You know what he's going to do. Little hesitation move. Nobody's going to touch him. Ray into the end zone for a classic El Dorado touchdown. And they're going to give it to him one more time. It's Ryan Estrada breaking tackles, make it two tackles. Ryan Estrada showing off why Minnesota is making him one of the most sought-after running backs in the country. 56 yards on the house. And El Dorado was absolutely unstoppable tonight as they light up the scoreboard. 78-35, the final score. To the riverfront now, where the 4-1 Riverside Rangers hosted the 2-4 San Eliazaro Eagles. Opening drive for the Rangers. The give goes to Derek Armadiz, who looks like he's going to be taken down. Armadiz breaks 3 tackles from the Eagles, somehow stays on his feet, and goes all the way for the Riverside touchdown. 7-0 Rangers. Next Ranger possession, it's Carlos Rojas, who fires to the far side, but it's tipped and intercepted by Adrian Garcia. He'll be stopped just around the 5-yard line, and on the ensuing drive, the Eagles right on the doorstep. It's Nathan Rios escaping towards the far side, and he'll waltz in for the score to tie the game. Riverside looking to regain the lead. It's Rojas on the quarterback power. He's going to follow his blockers. Nobody's going to touch him as he goes in for another Riverside touchdown to regain the lead. To the second quarter we go. Rojas calling his own number once again, weaving his way. How about the big fella right there, the pancake from Servando Avatia? Rojas runs away with his second touchdown of the game, further extending the Ranger lead. They lead 35-7 at the halftime, and they would absolutely roll 63-7, the Riverside final score. This party is just getting started, and coming up next, we go back to the SAC where the Pebble Hills Spartans look to join Eastwood as the only undefeated 6A teams in town. Appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with me on here tonight. After Eastwood's victory, that makes the Troopers the first 3-0 team in the District 1 6A play. The Pebble Hills Spartans, they're looking to match that and remain undefeated as well in district play. Montwood, they've been 0-6, but they've been right there in every single game. Their offense has been rolling, but the defense has just struggled to keep the opposition out of the end zone. And a beautiful moment before this one as Pebble Hills' Xavier Ramirez walks out for the coin toss alongside his father, veteran Robert Sanchez, dressed in the mascot. Pebble Hills got right to start. Elijah Pena cramming it in there for the short rushing touchdown, make it 7-0. Now it's Joe Fernandez. Look at him weaving his way, stumbling. Joe Fernandez still on his feet, and he'll take that one in for another Spartan touchdown. Montwood now trying to respond. Damian Briano looking, going deep down the field. How about Adrian Cornitas? Perfect pass right there, and the Rams are on the board. Pebble Hills trying to extend that lead. It's Fernandez keeping it himself, fooling the cameraman. Where is he at? Oh, look, there he is. Nobody on the defense knows either. They're searching around. Joe Fernandez going one way, the other way, and guess what way he's in? He's into the end zone. A big-time touchdown, the second from the Spartan quarterback, and they would absolutely run away with this one. 62-21, the final score. So Pebble Hills fills right in behind Eastwood in those District 1 6A standings. Eastwood playing one more game in district, that's why they got the advantage. And you know what, we've seen a ton of big-time scores. We just saw one right there, but which of them is the best? It's time to reveal our play of the week, shall we? And it comes from our game of the week. Kingston Jeffries lofted it to the end zone. Aiden Manhart goes up and gets it. He mossed him. How about that catch right there? Let's slow that thing down. Defender right in his face. Manhart goes over, makes the grab, out-muscles him, flexes on him as Eastwood rolls to a big-time victory. How about that one last time? Whew! That is your play of the week. And you know what? Maybe some controversy in that one. We had a ton of options right there. If you thought somebody else deserved our play of the week, let me know on social media. We have our weekly top 5 countdown coming up on Monday. And you know what? We can't be everywhere, and we weren't at the whole game for all of these. So you can submit them to me for a chance to be featured in that countdown. Just send them to me on Instagram or X to @ChazMessman. But for now, that does it for us here on ARC Red Zone. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you all next week. Have a good weekend.